I would say being consistent. You know, I got to be a guy that can consistently catch the ball and just do things. Just be a leader. You know, and one guy that they can count on.
Anything dramatically different about this offseason for you? Just the way the guys are doing 7-on-7s, or receiver work. What kind of stands out to you about how you've worked this offseason?
I think getting a year under this offense, we kind of know what to expect or what to do. So I think we got a chance to sharpen our iron a little bit and do some things to get us prepared for this spring.
What was maybe the hardest part for you working in this offense in year one? What was maybe something you struggled with a little bit?
Probably conditioning for one, because it's a lot of running around as an inside receiver, changing formations, and another thing would probably be reading defenses. I think so. I think I got a better chance of getting more reps at it and just working at the slot precision.
It seems like the conditioning stuff, that's going to kind of come a little bit more naturally with time, more work with Edinger, but reading coverages is probably a little more film room stuff and independent type stuff. What have you kind of done in that regard? How do you try and sharpen up?
Just for me, I went through every game from last year, watching every game and watching all my mistakes and things I could have did better as far as a decision-making standpoint. So just watching all the film from last year and just trying to recognize everything and just try to correct my mistakes was the most important thing for me.
What's kind of, and this is coming from, I played a year of football and I was not a slot receiver. What's kind of the process for reading a coverage from the slot?
I think first and foremost, you got to read. Let's say if I was on one side of the field, reading the linebacker and the safety with depth where they are, how they're playing it. Just looking at the linebacker, safety, and corner. That's first thing first for my position. And that tells me a lot about what the coverage will be.
I'm assuming you want to be on the same page as Eric for some of that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Definitely being on the same page as Eric is another thing that we need to improve or what we've been working on.
Do you feel like, I know you had a pretty good year last year statistically, but what do you feel like, how much better do you feel like it can be senior year now that you've had the second year in the system?
I think it would be way better, I think that first year I was still learning. It was still a learning year, I think this year will be much better, for me, because I'm more focused on making plays, being consistent catching the ball. Last year I feel like I dropped a couple of balls, a lot of focus things, but this year I think I have more knowledge, It's about knowledge and being a smarter player on and off the field.
Yeah, for sure. I think you got always to see honorable mention from a couple places as opposed to maybe second or third team or first or whatever. Did that kind of drive you? Did you feel like maybe you were shorted a little bit?
I'm not really worried about that because I know that those things are going to come, just focusing on winning, After we win, those things will come, but not really focusing on it.